Nikola Jokic makes history, joins two other players with a triple-double against every single team. Who are those players and who is he chasing for all-time triple-doubles? Plus, the Avalanche woes continue on the road. This is your Denver Sports Daily for February 23rd. Let's go.
Taking you through your morning headlines, it's Denver Sports Daily with Rachel Vigil.
We start off the show with your Mile High Minute presented by Smashburger. Nuggets versus Wizards, a very bad Wizards team with only 9 points, and all eyes were on Nikola Jokic for him to get his final triple-double. He had one against every single team besides the Washington Wizards, and he ends up getting it done. He joins LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, and now he's chasing Russell Westbrook for most all time. Here you can see it with 210. Now here's the thing. Russell is 35 years old. Nikola Jokic, only 29 years old. But what else plays into factor here? Will Jokic even play that long? A lot of people are anticipating that by the end of this contract, he's going to be done, head back to Serbia. It will be very interesting, but he did it in just 19 minutes of playing time. He was one assist shy of the triple-double before halftime. He was going for gold at it. And then into the third quarter, he had a beautiful pass to Aaron Gordon for a dunk, and there it was, a triple-double. Michael Malone after the game says, "I hope he never gets that, and I speak for everybody in this room." And that's on Nikola Jokic now having a triple-double against every team except the Denver Nuggets. So I agree with Coach Malone on that one. Let's hope he never gets it against the Denver Nuggets. They do take on the Trailblazers tonight at 8 p.m., a back-to-back. They only have two of them following the All-Star break in these next 26 games. So hopefully they're able to get a win. Again, Portland, not a very great team either. But the Colorado Avalanche, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They take on the Detroit Red Wings, and they are still not able to figure it out on the road. J2 Comfort obviously playing for the Red Wings, but they lost 2-1 in OT. MacKinnon gets on the board first, and then halfway through the third, Detroit ties it up. And then Patrick Kane, the name that was being talked about possibly coming to the Colorado Avalanche, converts in OT with a snipe, and never stood a chance on it. They're now 1-4-1 on the road after All-Star break. It has been a tough stretch for them, and you guys, I'm really worried about the playoffs. If they cannot get home ice, things could be very, very tough for them. Now, Nathan MacKinnon, superstar Nathan MacKinnon. Let's talk about it. He's in the Hart conversation, but that doesn't mean that some league executives and fellow players think he's the best center in the sport. ESPN released another one of their positional rankings on Thursday, and MacKinnon checked in at number 2 in the NHL behind Connor McDavid, who sits at number 1. For MacKinnon, and its improvement from the 2023 list, where he was ranked number 3 in the league. But Cale Makar, here in the top spot last week at his position. MacKinnon has 34 goals and 59 assists in 58 games this season. He's second in the NHL in points with 93, trailing Nikita Kucherov, who has 95, and McDavid, who is third with 85 points. This call on the ice last night for the game between the New York Islanders and St. Louis Blues was hilarious, and we should 100% have more calls like this. Take a listen.
If he hits it with his stick above his head,
you're not going to like it, but the call on the ice was correct. No goal.
No, that's some good description there from Garrett Rank.
Now here, honestly, I love that call so much. We should absolutely see it. And maybe we'll see it in this new Hulu series that is about a fictional college football player named Chad Powers. Now, we all remember Chad Powers, who was played by NFL quarterback Eli Manning for his ESPN Plus series, Eli's Place. The series will star Glenn Powell and Michael Waldron, who are responsible for co-creating and co-writing the pilot. The love for Chad Powers has surprised me in spectacular ways, said Eli. I played 16 years in the NFL, but now when I'm in a restaurant or an airport, it's not uncommon for fans to scream, "Hey, Chad." The series centers around college quarterback, Russ Holiday, who disguises himself because of his bad behavior and walks on to a struggling team in the South as Chad Powers. I think this is going to be hilarious. I'm going to be very intrigued to see who's cast for this. And of course, just if people kind of tune in, I hope Eli is definitely involved in many, many ways. It will make, maybe he'll even be Chad Powers. I don't know if he's got the time for it. Between everything else that he is doing, him and Peyton are some of the most, schedule-driven, heavy people that I have ever had the opportunity to see. Moving on to the MLB. Players are pissed about the sport's new pants. So Major League Baseball's Players Association Deputy Executive Director Bruce Meyer confirmed on Thursday that the organization is relaying concerns about players to the MLB about the new pants, which are somewhat see-through. The complaints are part of a broader dislike for the new uniforms, which are designed by Nike and manufactured by Fanatics. MLB officials say the new uniforms improve mobility by providing 25% more stretch and will also dry 28% faster, which obviously if you're playing baseball, you're moving around, you want the stretch. And because there's so many games, you also want them to dry a lot faster as well. Philly shortstop Trey Turner told reporters, "I know everybody hates them. We all liked what we have. Will they end up going back, or is the new deal already in place and the players will just have to figure it out?" Last story for you on this Friday. EA is bringing back its college football video game franchise for the first time in more than a decade. I know so many people are so excited about this game to be released, but this time around, student athletes will be paid for their in-game likeness. Obviously, we see so many NIL deals all the time right now, so this doesn't surprise me. But what does kind of surprise me is how much will the players get? According to ESPN, each athlete who opts in will receive $600 plus a free copy of the game valued at $70. So players who remain part of the game for multiple years will be paid for each year, or they can choose to opt out if they choose. $600 doesn't seem like a lot for some athletes, but for others, it could actually be a bit of a payday. Personally, if I was doing it, I would say, sure, do it. I'll do the $600. I would do it for 1 year. That way I had a video game where I was totally featured. But I do get how players are like, hey, we could make a lot more money on this than just $600. But it's also kind of smart business for EA to get out in front of it and be like, hey, this is what we're going to give you, not how much the game ends up making, etc. But with that being said, two-way star of the CU Buffs announced on Thursday that he'll be in NCAA 25. And if you guessed Travis Hunter, then you are absolutely correct. So he will be in the game, and he could also be one of the highest raters players in the game and could make the exclusive 99 club because obviously he's been successful on both ends of the ball. I think it would be really cool to see Travis Hunter in there. Obviously, he announced on his social media that he will, but I'm really hoping he makes that 99. So plenty of good stuff on this Friday. I cannot believe that it's Friday. So appreciate you all hanging out with us. Richie Carney and I are going to be doing coffee break today at 12 p.m. We're going to be talking about some conspiracies. And then, of course, we will get into Nikola Jokic with the triple-double. So we will see you guys on Monday for another episode of Denver Sports Daily. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody. Bye.